Hmm. Just trying out this live stream thing. Hmm. Just doing a test to see if this works. Oh, it does work. Okay, looks like it. Just thought I'd try this live stream on YouTube. I don't know. I've never done a YouTube live stream. I just thought I'd just kind of doodle, kind of morning exercise. I'm gonna try to make this into more of a habit of just practicing and doing doodles once in a while, and just trying out stuff. I'm just doodling for fun. I figure, a lot of the drawings I do never really. I start things just to practice, and I just not all the time I post artwork up, but I figure, oh, I might as well just practice and then doodle and then maybe make it a thing. I don't know if it's worthy of doing, but I thought I'd just try it out and then see what happens and just make it, live stream for fun. Then you can see if I screw up or mess up or anything like that. Yeah, I might try something a little bit goofier on this one. And not do a typical face that I would normally do. Try something a little goofy. Try proportions and doing things that are what I wouldn't normally do for stuff, and see if I can get some interesting faces just by trying out exploring faces that I wouldn't normally try out. Just do it for fun. Maybe I'll put his eyes a little bit bigger. I've tried this out on Instagram before, and that was kind of neat. I don't know. I thought I'd just try YouTube for once. I think probably my favorite is to do faces, weird, strange faces. Maybe something. Just trying out some constriction lines and then trying. Just making a grayscale just because it's a little easier on my computer. I think doing all this high quality or whatever, I'm just using it as a doodle. So I'm just playing around. Maybe I'll come back to it. But for now, I just want to just mess around and just have a little fun. I figure, just if I'm going to draw and doodle, I might as well have a recording. I think probably doing live stream. Probably a little bit easier than recording on your own computer. It's really resource heavy. So maybe if I put on YouTube. Anyways, I don't even know what the process would be for live streaming on YouTube versus recording locally on your computer. I guess the benefit is you can edit. But trying things out, see how it is. I'm trying to capture facial expressions. I think like to give a lot of side eye. It really adds to the character's face from drawing monsters or creatures doing side eye. I think that says a lot about somebody when they can do a really good side eye. Yeah, it's my favorite expression to do when drawing faces. Should probably do more Halloween, getting ready for Halloween faces. Should try to do that at some point. I'm just doing this as a warm up for today. Nothing too serious. Maybe I'll make him a little bit smirking. Maybe I'll do a smirk. Like yeah, add a little smile. That adds a little bit of character to character's face. You incorporate smiling. Give him a bit of a cleft chin. Maybe I'll make this smile a little bit not as dramatic. Maybe I'll push this cheeky part of his face just a little bit more. Widen that smile just a little bit more. Really indent. Express that cheeky smile, I guess. Put a little bit of a sinister. Should I put teeth? Yeah, let's put a little bit of teeth there. Make him bite his lip a little bit. Maybe that might be a nice character trait. Just to give him a little bit more personality. This part, I'll make his cheek a little bit softer. And put a little bit of this across. Anyways, if you're here, thanks for joining me. Again, this is just kind of a test. I don't know if I'm going to do this again, but I thought, I've seen people do a couple live streams for drawing. I don't know how it works, but it's something may be fun to explore. I've tried it on Instagram, and that was kind of neat, but I've never tried on YouTube. Just take away that. That's okay. Kind of like that cartoony eyeballs he has. Anyways, sometimes what I'll do is when I draw, um, I'll feel out the contours once I've gotten that down, including when I shade or if I paint. I find that I move the lines into the direction I see the form. I usually find that helps when I paint later on, because I find that it's like when compared to drawing, I'm more comfortable drawing over painting. I feel like painting is not as natural for me, and when I draw, I feel that's more intuitive for me, because I feel like I can think my shapes much better and my forms rather than doing it through paint. Because I find that that's really rendering definitely takes longer for me to figure it out. But once I'm able to block it out as a drawing, then it's much easier. And just kind of like following the forms across, it's much easier to kind of describe the shape to me using hatching and contouring versus shading. Anyways, let me just do it quick. I just do a quick painting. So usually when I draw and paint, I just do a quick tone. I'll put a wash down, and I don't try to be too fancy with it. Going these days, I should instead of starting new stuff, I should probably just scream doing older material to paint. But sometimes I like to do these practice things. But I should finish off some old paintings. Just practice at doing that. So I'm just blocking in the lighting really quickly. Sometimes I use quick gradients as well. Just use a gradient quickly to just break up the evenness. Just gonna do this really soft. Again, I try not to get too picky about it because I know I'm probably just going to adjust this later on. So I just go really quickly. Yeah, that's about right. And then once I'm done that, I'll probably take all this, my line work. I might just drop the opacity down like this. Duplicate it. Comments. Now that I have this all down, I'll just go over here and just use a mixer brush. And just break down our tones together. There's areas that I'll paint in a little bit more solid. You know, I try not to be too gentle with some of the stuff I'm doing. Go really loose. So I'm just blending things out. Shout out to Loopy Dave, who kind of like helped me figure out how to, just put into like it's okay to use line work and use it part of your painting process. Like it used to be when I was younger. I used to just like um, kind of get too too I guess too worried about painting everything. I had to paint everything opaque. And it's kind of like neat when you can use some of that what you've done in your drawing into incorporate into your painting. A lot of it's like didn't think that was something that you could do, but now that I look at some of my favorite painters like Frank Frazetta, um, Simon Beasley, they really use that line and paint really efficiently with and don't worry about everything has to be opaque. They I think that's pretty neat that kind of use that. I'm gonna switch that to brighter and then blend this part in. And one of the things I noticed is like wider brush strokes create for nicer blending. And I'll use some of this tone. So I try not to be. They use the hard brushes and bring back some of those shapes. So I'll work those forms and pull it out if it's getting too soft. I'll for that wrinkle, I'll bring that back out, soften that. I'll use this tone right here. Probably do another 20 minutes or so on this, but I'm try to speed it up a little bit. I wasn't planning to paint, but sometimes that that thrill of putting things in and doing it really quickly is kind of fun. Just trying things out. think noses are really fun. I know that's a weird thing to say, but I really enjoy uh, drawing and painting faces and mouths because I think the forms are really there's a lot of intricate forms that I feel like nobody um, talks about, and I don't know. I like the curvatures and intricacies of the muscles and stuff like that happen in the mouth and nose is pretty interesting. Because if you think about it, compared to other other places on the human body, um, there's so many different configurations that I think it's kind of neat. Uh, I know it's a weird thing to say, but you know, I do think it's pretty interesting how many different variations you can have with noses and eyes and faces that you can construct, and it gives somebody a lot of personality. Um, used to get really hung up on how tight I would paint. Now I'm trying to be better at practicing being a little bit more sloppy when I apply. I used to really call it, you know, respect. Oh, sorry, respect the line, and I would stick to that line a lot more. But now, just because of time, I feel like I can't. Uh, it's okay to be sloppy, and I can fix that later. And also, um, I guess economy of speed has been a factor now that I get older. I don't have as much time to paint. Hence, I'm doing this live stream to kind of like stop myself from going overboard on this like practice painting that I'm doing. I should just practice going faster. Not that you should, not that I don't enjoy painting slower, but again, I don't have a lot of time to go into a lot. Hence, why a lot of my paintings don't get finished. But I should go back to those paintings and try to like finish those up because I do feel like some of them do have should get painted. And hopefully, maybe this year I will get to more finished paintings. I think I could probably do it. I'm giving myself a little bit more time, maybe 10 more minutes. I'm just gonna knock things back in tone. Probably pull that back up using some of the tones here. So go over here, pull that forward. And then get completely lost. And then blend that back in. But it's coming okay. Almost time up. Maybe I might continue this down later. But if you are viewing this, let me know if I should work on this. Maybe not. I don't know. Again, it's just something that I just do as a test. It's kind of fun. Just the document. I don't know how you guys feel about drawing streams. If a lot of people follow it or draw it or whatever, but I just try to do something a bit different. Oops. Oops. Hit the wrong button. Anyways, I'll just call it there for now. See what happens. Maybe I'll play around with this a little bit more. If we come back to it, but it's kind of neat. See if I'll push this further or not. But if you did see this, thanks for coming on this test to try it out. Maybe I'll do more later.